earth can you make money by giving away broadband? Well, one man thinks he knows how, and we've got Ina Fried joining us now from All Things Digital in San Francisco to tell us who this man is and what on earth is he thinking.
So the guy we're talking about here is Niklas Zennstrom, who is one of the founders of Skype and Kazaa, and has done this a bunch of times. He's a disruptor, so it certainly, if there's somebody to pull off a crazy idea, this is someone who's done it before.
We seem to have lost Ina's sound there for a moment. Tell us.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's a bit of a delay there. I'm sorry. So tell us exactly how this disruption is going to work. How is he going to give away broadband and make money? How does I mean, all I see is buying something, giving it away. That's a loss maker. But there's got to be something else to the story.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me of the old Saturday Night Live sketch with the change bank, where they don't make money, but they make it up in volume. But there is a little bit more to the story, and we don't know all of it. What they are going to try and do is sell complementary services, and this is an idea that carries over from Bubble 1.0. We certainly saw companies that were going to give you internet service in exchange for ads, in exchange for other things. This time around, and they haven't been too specific, but I think we'll see them try and tie it to things that use a lot of bandwidth, so things like video and music services. And they're only giving away the first gigabyte, so if you have something like a video streaming service or a music streaming service, they are going to get some of the money back. So if you use 5 gigabytes, they're probably at a break-even proposition there.
So, even if this isn't immediately successful, it must be sort of putting some pressure on the existing companies in this space. If this data can be given away for free or, tied to something else, is that something that you think they're concerned about?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're a Verizon or an AT&T, this is not the kind of thing you want to see, because those companies are already struggling to find the right business model. They're building these expensive 4G networks. Voice, which is very profitable, is becoming smaller and smaller. Text messaging is becoming smaller. It's all moving to data, which is pretty much a commodity. And so the idea that there's another company that's going to come in and either give it away or even sell it for substantially less is certainly not the kind of thing you want if you're a Verizon or an AT&T, and even worse if you're one of the overseas carriers. Carriers in Europe are already really struggling with where their next business model is going to come from.
Now you mentioned this sort of bundling idea, selling complementary services, is reminiscent of Bubble 1.0. That scares me. The word bubble and 1.0 and a new business idea. That, my business mind is going and thinking that would be like, let's not invest in that until they actually make some money.
Yeah, I mean, certainly this is an idea that's been around for a long time and has really struggled. I mean, how many of us are getting our broadband at home for free? I would venture to say none of us, that we're all paying a cable or satellite or DSL or somebody for that service. And it's not because somebody hasn't come along with the idea of what if we give it away. It's just, it's tough to do. So I think that's certainly a challenge. I will say that Skype is giving away calling, which is something that we were all used to paying for before Skype came along. So certainly these are people that have some experience with it, but I'll be really interested to see what kinds of services they think will pay for free broadband.
Well, so will we, and we'll ask you to run to the computer and send us a message when you get that information. Thank you very much, Ina Fried with All Things Digital out in San Francisco.